Good morning, Joyce. Violante. IDK. IDK. Spera. Woo! Thank you. I've recently hired a producer for my Coffee with Ken show because it was amazingly hard doing it all. And since one man can't do it all, it takes a village. It certainly takes a village. And I've had to take on various help. As Coffee with Ken has grown, has exploded, has become the mega phenomena that it is, I've had to hire various staff, various employees, and I pay them very generously. And occasionally I'll get out here and I'll feel it's a little chilly in the air and go, I'm not that comfortable. I'm wearing a t-shirt. And one of my staffers, we'll call him the key grip, because I don't know what the key grip really does, will bring me a sweatshirt as if they know what it is that I need. Well, thank you, Jordan Thomas. I like my sweater too, especially on this day where it's just a tad chilly. It's 64. It's a humid 64, which I generally would think makes it warmer. And there was a little breeze flowing through, and over the last 8 days, I've been fighting just a wee bit of a cold. And all of these things together made me feel just a little bit chilly. So, again, I appreciate the sweater. I get to advertise my Coffee with Ken sweatshirt. Merchandise coming soon. And, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. But good morning to you. Do I think my cold could be allergies? No, allergies are for wimps. Yeah. So, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. And this is Coffee with Ken. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday morning. It's September 7th. It is, Jordan Thomas, where's here for you? I wonder. It is Thursday morning, September 7th. It is 6:42 a.m. Happy Thursday morning. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking and sharing some ups and downs and some feelings and some emotions and some stuff that I'm going through and that I realize we're all going through. And the longer I do the show, the more I realize we all have our challenges, our struggles, our good days, our bad days, our good moments, our awesome moments, our moments that feel like our lives are crashing down and our world is crumbling around us. And it's just kind of the human experience and kind of part of life. And I enjoy sharing that and kind of being open and honest about it. Rather, as I've said before, life's not about being on a beach with a margarita. And so many people on social media, that's what they post. But that's not what life is. That's just a little moment in time. Life is everything else that happens in between. So, RJ, good morning to you. Good morning, Josh Hogrand. Good morning, Gary Giles. That's alliteration. I had a teacher in high school named Stan Steed, and he used to call alliteration a letter litter. That's all I got about that. Okay, I'll take being in the mountains with a ginger beer over the beach. Yeah, Jordan, I don't have a whole lot of use for the beach, although, you know, it's beautiful, and I've been on various vacations to beach places. But I think as I age, my wants and needs change a little bit, and I agree that getting away and getting to a mountainous area or, I don't know, peaceful area, a less hot area would be appealing. Coffee with Ken meetup. I've done one meetup. Hold on, I need to get to my coffee. I've done exactly one meetup. I actually formed a group on, and it had quickly over like 100 followers, a meetup page, a Coffee with Ken meetup page. And it was kind of awkward. And it was me and like 5 or 6 women. And I didn't want, I'm not saying there was anything other than friendship wanted from these women or me to them, but it just felt kind of awkward. And I didn't want it to be that. I wanted it to be a group where we'd go around and we'd just kind of have fun and talk and what have you. And just the dynamic of it wasn't quite right. So I am not sure. I am not sure that I'm not against doing a meetup. I meet people for coffee all the time. You know, if anyone wants to one-on-one meet me for coffee, it's not that exciting. It's basically this, usually at a Starbucks, so it's not that interesting. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, and by the way, I've been challenged by my key grip to offer you guys something. And I was going, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Have a release party of the merch. Yeah, it's a good idea, Bloom. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? I'll do 10 push-ups if you give me 500 likes? That seems like I'm begging. I want you guys to like my stuff because you like my stuff, not because I'm going to do 10 push-ups. But anyway, for those who've been watching a while, good morning, Jack Taylor. You can set a goal on the screen. What does that mean? How would I set a goal on the screen? You can't send me outside, Key Grip, and tell me all this technical stuff while I'm sitting out here. I don't know what I am doing. I'm the talent. I'm the talker. But I don't know what I am doing. We need a meetup to teach Ken. We probably do. But anyway, for those who've been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking, although I do like to talk. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I've just poured myself. RJ can't wait. RJ can't wait. A nice hot cup of coffee, and I'm excited to have my first sip. So my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. I sipped it with some trepidation. Oh. All my fears are, I'm not sure even if this is a word, assuaged. I like that word. I'm not actually throwing it out in conversation. Is this a conversation? Can one have a conversation if they're the only one sitting on a patio? Perhaps I can. Adrian asked, but are you making any money? I'm making a very little bit of money and having fun with it. I think that's the key. That's a key. I've been doing this show for 4.5 years. And I think for a while, I think throughout I was doing it as sort of therapy for me. Because I'm a guy that struggled with anxiety and depression and sadness and loneliness and had struggles. And it always felt good to do a little talking. And for some reason, I started doing it live on Facebook like 4.5 years ago. And people started watching and enjoying and kind of became fun. And I get like 5,000 viewers every week. And it was kind of neat. And I tried it out on different platforms. But I never did it to make money. Really. I was a realtor for 17 years. And I did fairly okay at that. But I never loved it, and I always felt, even doing this, there was something artificial about it, because I knew in the back of my mind, if enough people watched Coffee with Ken, they'd probably want to use me as a realtor. So when I was doing my Coffee with Ken, also as a realtor, I'd feel, I don't know, a little less genuine, and I couldn't be anything I wanted to be, because you had to have the bright smile, and I generally have a bright smile, but you had to be, I don't know, a certain level of fakeness to be a realtor, I almost think. And I've experienced it recently and come across a realtor that used to be my friend. Then I found out she was saying horrible, horrible things behind my back about me. Horrible things, horrible things. And it kind of soured me on the industry and soured me on a lot of the people in it. Yeah. But let's not talk about being soured. Do I like haunted houses? Do I like haunted houses? I don't know. I think, sure. I mean, I don't love them. I don't need to go, but if my kids wanted to go, I'd love to. And if my kid, hey, RJ already sent me a mustache and a hat. Okay, how about this? Can I do this? I don't know. This is going to be awkward because I don't know what to do. Ken will text later. I don't know what you're even talking about. Bloom's setting up appointments for me. Do you want to see me do 10 push-ups? Is there any value in me doing 10 push-ups? Do you guys care if I do 10 push-ups? Give me 20 push-ups. No, RJ. 20 would be an all-out effort. Can I do 2 sets of 10? I'm taking off my watch. I'm getting in position. We need you to. Okay, if I did 20 push-ups. Hey, Greg said, this dude is lonely AF. Oh, yeah, Greg. I'm lonelier than you can even imagine. I lay in bed crying, going, I'm so alone. You'd rather hear me sing? Oh. But let's leave Greg alone, because I think it's kind of funny. We don't have to wipe out anyone that says anything. So let's leave Greg alone. I am lonely, because I got to make fun of that. Anyone's birthday? Is it anyone's birthday? Jordan Thomas, I don't sing well, but I don't do push-ups well. That never held me back. I'm ready to rock and roll with anything. I sing a lot. I sing in the shower. I sing in the car. I often will sing at the beginning of videos. I think I might have been singing at the video. Oh my gosh, RJ, 34 days till his birthday. It's the 7th. There's 30 days. What is it, October 11th? Is it October 11th? I'll put it on my calendar, RJ. Mine was August 26th. GC Mafia, were you tuned in that day? Were you tuned in that day? Mine is November 12th. We have a lot of fall birthdays coming up. I don't sing for birthdays that are upcoming. I don't sing for birthdays that are in hindsight, although with GC Mafia, I almost feel I owe him one for his adorable impersonation he did of me. What a horrible thing it was to wake up one day and have this man saying words that sounded so familiar to me and using my various inflections and talking about my dog and my life as if he knew who I was, but I wasn't familiar with who the man was. You should stitch his video. I think he might have deleted his video. I said, I was on my scooter. GC, you weren't on your scooter. I'm so excited, by the way. Today is not a work day for me. For those that are watching, I see a lot of names that are familiar. You guys know I've been working at a Super Target since February. And oh, how I love that job. And I cherish that job. And I'm so excited that I get to work there Friday and Saturday. But Thursday's my day off. And Thursday's my day off. And although it's kind of wet and though it's kind of cloudy, I just made an appointment at 9 o'clock. I got to go do something at 9 o'clock. I get to go do something at 9 o'clock. But more importantly, I get to ride my scooter there. Thinking I was making fun of you, so I deleted. Oh, GC Mafia, I'm sorry. Hey, I appreciate it from my fans, though. It was a hilarious video. I bet you still have it somewhere. It was a hilarious video. But I appreciate that my fans reached out. Terry, thank you so much for following the live creator. RJ's calling me cryptic. I don't know what I'm being cryptic about. Oh, my appointment. It's not that exciting. It's not that exciting. But I do get to ride my scooter there, and that is exciting. Although it's wet, and I don't feel... I'm kind of nervous. To be honest, I'm kind of nervous on two wheels. I'm kind of nervous when I ride on two wheels. I'm kind of a jumpy person. If somebody's there, but I don't know they're there, and they come up beside me, I might go, "Wah!" And I'll tell you what. I prefer. I'll tell you what, that jumpiness isn't good when you're riding on two wheels. Because sometimes you'll be cruising along. And right now I'm picturing myself. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller, a movie based on a TV show from the 70s, Starsky and Hutch. If you ever saw the movie Starsky and Hutch. And hello, Sarah. If you ever saw the movie Starsky and Hutch, but there's a one scene where they're all dressed up as like biker gang dudes with long mustaches and long hair and wigs and stuff. And when I'm picturing myself right now riding on the scooter, that's me. I'm picturing myself all decked out like a biker gang guy, but I'm riding a scooter, so I'm not quite that macho. But anyway, while you're riding down the road, and in my mind I got a big mustache and long flowing hair and a bad attitude, a car might come by me and I won't know it's there, and I'll go, ah! And I'll tell you what, again, when you're riding on two wheels, it's not good to have those feelings. Is it possible to have a co-pilot on the scooter? Absolutely it is, although they're not really a co-pilot. They're not really a co-pilot. And I might retell this story. I went to college. I have a college degree. And I went to University of Illinois, and I was in a fraternity. And I had a bunch of guys in my house who owned motorcycles. It's a long story. I don't know if I want to do it. And you've heard it before. But a bunch of my guys in my house would own motorcycles. And we'd go off to the bars, very smart, without helmets or any protective gear. On motorcycles, but I was not one to Lambda Chi Alpha, and I was not one. I never thought I was gutsy enough, macho enough to ride on two wheels, because again, I'm jumpy, I'm kind of wimpy, and I don't even know if I'm that good of a driver. But anyway, I would ride on the back of my buddies' bikes occasionally as we'd cruise off to the bar. And there was one day we left the house. We were riding to a bar that might have been 1.5 miles away. You could have walked to, but it's cooler when you pull up on a motorcycle. Oh, yes, it is. Although it's, I'm going to give you a little foreshadowing. It's not cooler when you don't make it to the bar. Oh, no, it's not. But anyway, we're cruising down the road. We take a left. I forget the name of the street. I forget names of streets. I'm getting old. And we're riding along, and there was a car in the parking lane, or on the far right in the parking, and they were either going to do a U-turn onto the road or take a left turn from their parked position right at the time that we're passing by. So the car comes out, and we're cruising down the road, probably 40 miles an hour on a motorcycle. I'm on the back, my buddy's on it, and I'll tell you what, my palms are sweaty. There's really a moment when you're going, holy crap, I'm going to be in a motorcycle wreck. And I got the chills. I can still picture that moment when I'm going, there's nothing I can do. We're going to hit this car. And it freaks me out to this day. And we did. We plowed into the side or the front quarter panel. The driver of the car actually got taken to the hospital for like glass sprayed on him. I don't know. I didn't think glass shattered, but I'm pretty sure it did, and it cut him. And I ended up going to the hospital and being in the hospital for a couple days. Nothing too serious, but we smacked the side of the car. I did a complete flip, helmetless, protective gearless, wearing boat shoes, a sweatshirt, and shorts, and landed on the far side of the car. And I had a group of guys from my house riding behind, and I cannot tell you how painful that was. But God didn't want to take me just yet, because I did a perfect flip, landed on my ass and back in just a way that my head didn't smack the pavement. And other than a lot of serious bruises and pains and a bruised kidney, there weren't any real big damages. But I was in the hospital for a couple days, and I don't know, eventually got released. You fast forward 10, 15 years, and I'm in a kind of biker bar in Lombard, Illinois, which is town not too far from where I grew up in Downers Grove, or even where I live now in Naperville. And it was kind of a rough, not a rough bar, but, you know, not the classiest joint in town. By the way, I'm getting a little drizzle on me, but I'm going to keep going with my story. And there was a couple ladies up there that were a little tougher than my typical, you know, a little rougher. I mean, I was in a kind of rougher bar, and they weren't my typical woman I would approach at a bar, but I'm in a biker bar, and I thought I had a cool biker story. And I told them the story about my brush with death, if you will, and my flip over the car, and my stay in the hospital. And I thought I was going to impress them, and I thought they'd think I'm cool that I walked away. I didn't walk away. I got taken in an ambulance away from a motorcycle wreck, but I lived to tell, and I thought that would get me some brownie points and win me some favor with these fairly attractive but reasonably tough biker chicks. All the woman said to me after I finished this long story, and you've just experienced it, it is a fairly long story, is, "You were riding, bitch." For those that don't know, riding, bitch, is riding on the back of the motorcycle. And when RJ asked me if it's possible to have a co-pilot, you're not really a co-pilot on a motorcycle. Apparently, you're riding, bitch. That question made me think of it. And yeah, I'm getting rained on. But it's only a light rain. And as long as it doesn't affect... It's kind of cool out. Which brought me back to the original question. If it keeps misting and if it keeps being wet, I might be scared to ride to my 9 o'clock appointment. And I don't want to be scared to ride to my 9 o'clock appointment. Yeah. By the way, for those that are wondering, I didn't take those women home nor get their number or ever follow it anymore. I just said, hey, hi. Walked back to my table. Tail between my legs. Because I had nothing else between my legs to block my tail because I was, again, riding, bitch. Push-ups. Well, what are you going to do for push-ups? How many do I got to do and what do I got to do? RJ sent a little crown. I don't want to cost you guys money, but somebody suggested for a certain number of likes, I do push-ups. And today's my day off the gym. The rain is picking up. The rain is picking up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is there anything on the screen saying set a goal? Daily ranking. How do I set a goal? I don't know, but I'm getting rained on. Coffee with Ken has never had a rain out. Coffee with Ken is, should I go inside? Should I go inside? I'm going to go inside. Can you guys stay with me? I'm going to go inside. Good morning, Eugenie. Oh, I can't leave right now. But I'm kind of getting misted on. My PJs, which, by the way, have their own TikTok page, are getting damp. I mean, the mist has cooled off. I might go inside if need be. Or I can just chill out and go inside. Eugenie wants me to go inside. Okay, I'll go inside. I'm going to go inside. Hang with me. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Plus, I might be a little better doing the... I'm going to have to take 2 trips. Bear with me. That's something I say a lot. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hang with me. Don't want to spill any coffee. Oh, that's kind of nice. I don't know why. Okay. There's a book I want to talk about here. It's called The 4 Agreements. I'm into this sort of book. I'm into that sort of stuff. But I was not impressed. I read I don't even know if I got through one of the agreements. And I got rather bored and stopped reading it. Sometimes you try and read a book and you struggle with it for a long period of time and you go, oh, maybe if I'm patient, if I just keep reading, it'll get better. And then the dang book doesn't get better. And it's okay to put it down and say, this book wasn't meant for me. Sorry. Or this book sucks. Let me tell you, it comes highly recommended. Don't take my word for it. That's not a good sop at all. Don't take my word for it. Well, I mean, take my word for it. You're watching my show. Maybe you agree with me. Personally, I found the 4 agreements kind of sucky. You will not find a link to it on my Linktree page. How's this? Is this okay? I mean, we're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can. Don't get my hair wet. I'll try not to. Put on hell's bells and rip off 25. I can't do 25 push-ups, RJ. You just want to see me fail. I don't know that I can do 20. I think 20 might be, although I'm pretty buff, and I've been working out a little more lately. Oh, don't. Okay, ladies. Okay, ladies. Control yourself. Control yourself. Took off my sweatshirt. I do. I'm mocking myself. I'm mocking myself. But I do feel, and I know I probably don't look any different but just in 2.5 weeks, I feel better from working out and going to the gym. And again, for anybody out there that's thinking maybe they should do it, I started going to the gym about 2.5 weeks ago. And I'll tell you what, I feel great at the end of every workout. And again, my weight hasn't changed, and I don't think my body has changed in any real way. It just feels good. It just feels good. And I remember yesterday morning, hold on, let me have a little more coffee. I was so excited to get my work done, and knowing before I went home that I was going to stop by the gym, do a quick workout. And again, I do a really quick workout. I'm only doing bench press curls, some planks and some pull-ups and some stretching. It doesn't even take me half an hour. But that's okay. Again, I'm 55. I'm not planning to run a marathon or be in a bodybuilding competition, but I just want to be a little stronger, be a little in better shape, and be a little healthier of mind and of body. And I'll tell you, for anyone sitting on the sidelines thinking about it, I'm only 2.5 weeks in, but it feels really good, and I look forward to it. And honestly, as we're talking about me doing push-ups right now, I'm going, but if I do push-ups, especially 25, there's just almost no way I'm going to go to the gym because I'm going to be so tired. But, okay, I'm going to do some push-ups. Do you guys hear that? I think I hear hell's bells in the background. I think my key grip is spurring me on. What's my good side? Do you have a good side when you're doing push-ups? Do you have a good side? And I'm not doing 25. 25 is just, I don't even want to start doing 25. I don't even want to start doing 20. I haven't done a push-up in a month, but I have been bench pressing. So maybe, just maybe. Now, this is a freebie. I'm going to do these push-ups for free for you because I don't know how to set a goal. But tomorrow, if I'm at 10, I like Denny's attitude, power tap to like live while he does push-ups. All right, I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna do 20. I'm not even totally sure I can do 20. That's not a great feeling. I'm on live video being seen by millions of people at this moment, or 27. But either way, to fail in front of 27 people, dedicated viewers to my craft, would be embarrassing. But here we go. Let's go. Wait, hold on. This rug's moving. I'm going to do anything I can to slow me down. I'll do it this way. Although, to be honest, if I don't look as good from this angle, this isn't my good side. It's too dark. It's too dark. I need you to, that's better. Let's go back to my good angle. I at least want to look handsome while I'm failing at my push-ups. Oh, wow, my key grip just turned on the lights. Suddenly, things change. It's really confusing having a key grip. But, okay, this is tiring. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try. 1, there's plants in my way. 2, 4, 5. You guys better appreciate this. Actually, I feel pretty good. I am buff. 10, 11, 12, 14, 14. It's not that easy. 19, 18, 19, 20. Oh, well, I know I can do 20. I probably, if it was life and death, I probably could have found another 5 in me. But 30 wouldn't have happened. 30 wouldn't have happened. All right. Oh, thank you, Jack. So, yeah, it feels good. Thank you, Denny Doo. But again, I used to work out a lot. I used to run. I used to be a marathoner. Oh, I want to tell stories of marathoning. It's funny. I'm going to say, I used to be fast. I've run 5 to 10 marathons in my life. And my best time, I averaged 6 minutes and 12 seconds a mile for 26 miles. And I say that right now, not to brag, maybe to brag just a little bit, but I couldn't even get close to running 1 mile in 6 minutes and 12 seconds. I just think running 26 at that pace is physically impossible. But it must not be, because I have done it. This soft, mushy body has done that. Thank you, Kayla. What mile is the worst in the marathon? That's a great question, RJ. I would say probably 17. If I had to pick 1 mile that was the worst, 17. The first 12, you're just flying by. You're not breathing hard. You're not even hurting. Or the first half, you're feeling good. You're amazed how easy it is. But after you get through 13, you start going, I'm starting to feel this. And it's, I'm getting sore. And I got 13 miles left. And let me tell you, it takes some time to drive 13 miles in your car. Ever thought of being a pace runner? I have somebody upset in the other room. No, I never thought of being a pace runner. I wonder how much they get paid. Elite runners get paid a lot. But they train like crazy. I don't know how much more I have for you. I'm feeling so jacked after doing all my push-ups that I might not have a whole heck of a lot left to say to you. But I am glad I came inside. Yeah, I think I need some coffee. I need to get a second wind. This show needs a second wind. We're starting to drag. But that's okay. Sometimes in life we drag. We hit highs, we hit lows. We have moments that are great. We have moments that are fairly okay. Hey, Jack, thank you so much for joining. We have moments that are great. We have moments that are fairly okay. Hey, Jack, thank you so much for joining. RJ, we can always talk cheese. I don't know how much more I have to talk about cheese. I do. For those that are new, I post a lot of my videos. I clip them down and post short videos of them. And my topics really have a wide range. I had a guy send me laughing because I did a very somber video, and I post on Instagram. I have an account on Instagram. I posted a very serious video about how hard divorce can be on men. And it was just kind of let my heart go and talking about my own personal experiences. And divorce is hard on men. But the next video I posted was a really funny video, I thought, about American cheese and my Swedish neighbor named Johan. And again, the range of topics I have, because all my videos come from live content and come from you, the viewer. Good morning, Skeeter. I almost feel the subject matter will never run out. Because all my shorts and all my YouTubes and all my TikToks and all my Reels are just little bits of this. If I had to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to do a video about American cheese, that would be hard. and you'd strive for perfection. And my ex-wife actually taught me this. I've always been one to do a lot of videos, but we were a real estate team for a few years, and I think that's part of the reason she's my ex-wife. It's hard working with your wife. It's hard when you don't have any separation and you spend every minute together, and no matter how much you love the other person, I think it's healthy and good for a relationship to have a little time apart. And when you're working with your wife and your friend and, you never leave each other, I think it is challenging, and I think it stressed our relationship. What was I saying before that? I was saying something earth-shattering. I don't remember what I was saying. Jack's back. Hey, Jack, if you're only going to leave for like 15 seconds, you don't really have to announce to the show that you're leaving. We won't even notice, although I appreciate the heads up. Ken is the Bezer. I don't know who this Torrin Evans is, but he says the sweetest thing. Yeah, I like RJ. And Everlasting Bloom I'm really liking. And Jack's obviously good. And I got some favorites, of course. But this Torrin Evans really rocks and rolls. And I really appreciate him because they say some of the nicest things. What time is it? It's 7:15. How long have I been talking? I don't know, but I do have an appointment at 9. I am hungry. All I had was one little small nugget of cinnamon Pop-Tart today. And I'm going to need to eat. And I'm excited about my day. And I'm excited about drinking some more coffee. And my camera's telling me I lost my connection. Why would I have lost my connection? Are you guys still there? Can you hear me? Now it says I have an unstable connection. It's so frustrating. But I fight through it. I lost connection. Do I like gooey eggs? No, I don't like gooey eggs. I order my eggs over medium. Biden or Trump, who would I like? What am I going to be doing with them? I mean, I don't know. Do I want to talk politics? Okay, good. Because my phone was telling me I had a bad connection. Do I want to talk politics at all? I'm on cell. Do I want to talk politics at all? Okay, well, I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for Obama in 2008, Obama in 2012. I drove to the election booth in 2016, and I pulled up. I voted at a Lutheran church in Lisle, Illinois, across the street from where I lived. Actually, the same church I went to my exactly one AA meeting that I went to. And I did not know if I was going to vote for Trump or Hillary Clinton. And I remember pulling into the spot and go, there is no way I'm voting for Hillary Clinton. So I went in and voted for Donald Trump. So that's my story. Not Original says I keep freezing. That's not totally surprising. Again, Maple Avenue Pub, any good? I've only been there a couple times, RJ. Only been there a couple times. And I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. But what I think of when you say Maple Avenue Pub is the Burrito Mexicano just, in the same strip mall, and how good that is. And how hungry I am. I wish somebody could make me a burrito for breakfast, but well, my viewership is going up. I always feel bad signing off when people are tuning in, but I don't know what I have for you today. They were supposed to be on Bar Rescue. Is that a TV show? Oh, there was a rumor floating around. I don't want to talk about rumors. Somebody did ask, and I'll address this real quickly, what's up with the reality show? About a month and a half ago, a casting director reached out to me. They'd found me somehow on social media and inquired, wanted me to send in a video for a reality show that's going to be upcoming. I think they're supposed to be filming in like 2 months. And I'll just say I have not heard back. So I generally would assume that means they didn't choose me to go to the next step in terms of this reality show. But I don't know. And here's why I say I don't know. I applied for a job about 2.5 months ago, and I followed up. I did some online test, and I never heard back. And 2 months passed, and I just assumed a job. And it was a job I think might be a good fit for the here and now. I assumed I didn't get the job. And 2 months later, they sent me an email saying, hey, great job on the test. We're going to set up an interview. And I interviewed with them a few days ago. And my point is this, although I haven't heard back from the reality show, and my instinct says that they probably chose somebody else, you never know. And the world doesn't go on our schedule. And just because we want the company that we're applying for, or the reality show we're applying for, or the woman of our dreams to call, or the lottery ticket to come in, or the sun to rise, or the clouds to part, doesn't always work on our schedule. And sometimes we got to wait for life, for the universe to work its own way out to bring us where we're supposed to be on the universe's time, or on God's time. And it's hard for me, and it's always been hard for me, because I kind of think I can control things. I control people. I can control whether the sun rises or it sets. But as I age, I realize I can't do that. And all I can do is do the best I can and control how I respond. And I was just talking about it with a dear friend of mine, because honestly, there's things she does that bother me, or that used to agitate me, or used to get me in a bad mood, or used to cause us to have fights. And she's going to do her, and she's going to be her, and she's going to be who she is. And sure, she can try and soften the edges, but the main responsibility about changing is I need to change my response, because the world's going to be the world. The people in it are going to do what they're going to do. And, my dog's going to poop on the floor occasionally. But if I let it ruin my day or get me pissed off or what have you, that's my fault. And I'm working on that and trying to get a little better and a little more understanding and a little more okay with the world not coming at me the way I want it to, or on my schedule. And just working on that for myself has helped me deal with a lot of stressors. It certainly helped me a lot in a relationship, and certainly allows me to sleep better at night and smile a little bit bigger during the day, and just not be as agitated. I kid you not, it's wet outside. There's some rain coming down, and I was super excited to ride my scooter today, and I might not be able to if it keeps raining. And there was a time I would have let that really bum me out, or go, well, it's my day off. I really want to ride the scooter today. This sucks. And I bitch about it and moan about it and what have you. And all that's doing is letting a small little issue become a big issue. And that's not a good thing to do. So, well, you guys are so sweet. 10,100 likes. 10,100 likes. 10,200 likes. I wonder how fast. If an RJ's bringing out the inner video gamer that he probably is, because he's probably a geeky video gamer, and he's probably really fast pushing a button, how quickly can he give me 100 likes? 10,400. It's flying up. It's flying up. It's exciting. I don't know the value of likes. Apparently, I feel you guys are kind of far away. Do you guys mind if I get a little... RJ, he averages 100 likes every 30 seconds. It's almost a problem. How's that? Do you guys like that? Good morning, TD. Good morning, TD. I've been talking for like 45 minutes. I've been trying to sign off for quite some time. I started my show outside, and it started raining on me. And I was sitting there getting kind of wet, and my PJs were getting wet, and my sweatshirt was getting kind of wet. And I said, let's go inside. So here I am inside. I'm in my sunroom. Kind of one of my favorite rooms in the house, to be honest with you. Someday I'll give you a tour. But that day is not today. That day is not today. Oh, hey, Tavi. Thank you for joining, Tavi. Tavi's my man. Tavi and I are different in a lot of ways, but similar in some ways. And I watch a lot of his videos, and he posts a lot of videos. He's a music producer, and he inspires artists to be their best. He calls them, his page is onlybangers.com. And he encourages artists of all sorts. And in some way, although I've never considered myself an artist, I look at this as my way I express myself. And I get some inspiration from Tavi, who just shared my live, and I really appreciate him doing it. And I've been watching him for, 8 months, 10 months, maybe a year now. And he says a lot of things that resonate with me. So if anyone wants a totally different experience, and you might love them, you might hate them, but that's true with me. Some people love me, some people hate me. So, I'd say give him a chance and check out his page. He posts a lot of cool stuff and a lot of stuff that actually impacts me. He posted a video the other day about like negative energy and how to respond to negativeness coming your way. And, there's times when I let that negative stuff, bye-bye, Lynn. Thank you for joining. Get me down. And his just watching the video kind of reminded me to not let it get me down and kind of let it fall off, and that everybody's going through struggles, even people that, you're not that thrilled with. Hello, J.R. Van Talmo. Thank you for sharing the live. Hello, Kathy Middleton. Hello, TD. Wow, I'm getting a whole lot of lives. We got 12,000 likes. How do I set a goal? I could do more push-ups. I've rested. I've already cranked out 20 more push-ups. I could just get super massive huge. I could cancel my gym membership because I'd just be doing push-ups all day on my live show. I wonder how many push-ups I could do in one live show if it was a true Kenathon where we went on for like 4 or 6 hours. I bet you I could crank out 100 push-ups in that time. I'd be tired. It would hurt. My guess is 250. RJ, even the thought of 250, even the thought of 250 anything seems exhausting. Real quickly, back to the marathon. The marathon, the distance from where I'm at right now to the city of Chicago is roughly 26 miles, give or take 5 miles, maybe 10. But the thought of running that far is so mind-boggling. It seems beyond the possibility of like human performance. Certainly beyond the possibility of my performance. RJ's up to 45 push-ups a day. Yeah, but you're a young stud. Just stream about 4 hours and you'll be there. You're there. I couldn't stream for 4 hours. My voice is getting tired. I'm hungry. I got a very important appointment at 9 o'clock. The most I possibly could talk is another hour. And I don't know what I have to say. And there's so many distractions. I hear little noises in the other room. I hear my little tummy grumbling. Just take us with you. I don't know that I want to take you with me. It'd be interesting to do if I was out and about. But, yeah, I don't know how far I want to take you with me. Again, I've talked about it before. I don't feel that comfortable eating in front of other people. And the main thing that's eating at my mind right now, hello, Robert Montgomery, is my tummy. And I need to eat something. My own reality show. What was the movie? It wasn't Truman Show. With Matthew McConaughey, where he had a camera following, and Woody Harrelson was in it as his brother. But that was about this kind of stuff and about letting the audience in and the audience too far. Does anyone, excuse me, does anyone know the movie I'm talking about? Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey, I think Rob Reiner might have done it. It's pretty funny, pretty good. I forgot what it was called, but it's probably worth a watch. I've been picking movies. We're still finishing up Back to School here. We watched it the last 2 nights, and but we always started a little late, and we always start drifting off to sleep and decide to go to bed. But I've been doing picks. Does anyone have a birthday? I'd love to sing happy birthday, but if nobody does, that's tough. Uh-oh, it says I lost a connection again. Drives me crazy. But anyway, so we're finishing up Back to School. I expect to watch Oh God in the next couple days because I've been talking a lot about John Denver and listening to a lot of John Denver music. And he touches my heart and touches my soul and just seems like such a good, kind man. And the movie Oh God, which I think came out in 1975, is a sweet little movie about faith and starring John Denver and George Burns. And I highly recommend that to anybody that hasn't seen it. And again, it might be dated and it might not, the kids might get bored. Lost connection. The kids might get bored. But I still find it a sweet show and a sweet movie and kind of a feel-good movie. And if there's any John Denver fans out there, watch the movie Oh God tonight because I think it's a pretty sweet movie. And that's my next movie to click. The book is awesome. Sorry, RJ, I appreciate the hat and mustache. I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad because you got to pay for it. I want to say, well, give me 5 armor helmets or something, and I'll do another 15 push-ups or something. But I don't even know if I could do another 15 push-ups. I don't even know. I probably couldn't. Those 20 really hurt. Is it Kenneth or Kenny or Ken? It's pretty much just Ken. My dad, anytime anyone calls me Kenneth, it makes me a little uncomfortable and reminds me of my dad scolding me or something like that. I like Kenny. I wish I would be a Kenny because a Kenny sounds like so friendly and somebody you really like, which I think I'm friendly and most people really like. But I've never been called Kenny too often, occasionally, and I like it. So if you want to call me Kenny, go have at it. Kenneth isn't so awesome. Do you remember the song What's the Frequency, Kenneth by REM? I was listening to some George Winston radio this morning, kind of trying to set a calming mood to drink my coffee by. And somebody shouted out, maybe this music's a little too grim or a little too sad. Maybe we need a little more upbeat, happier music. And I sneered, probably rolled my eyes, but I didn't let them see it. And I flipped it to the song Shiny Happy People by REM. I like that song, and I got a soft spot for REM. I would say REM was one of the biggest groups while during my, the 80s, which was such a significant period of my life when I went to high school and I went to college. And REM put out so much good music. And, excuse me, one of the songs I like is Shiny Happy People. And it's kind of silly, and it's kind of bouncy, and it's kind of funny. But I don't know. It's a good song. I got a frog in my throat. A frog in my throat doesn't make good for live TV. Crying babies don't make good for good TV. They're very distracting upon the artiste, upon the content creator, upon the influencer. I don't know. Do I have any influence? Do I create any worthwhile content? Am I an artiste? Probably no, and no. But I'm sure don't mind drinking some coffee and talking with you. And sharing a little bit about my day. And I don't know, sharing a little bit of my morning. And I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you guys for joining me and for following along in my little story that is my life, and for spending some time with me. Good morning, Sheila Lund, and for drinking some coffee with me, and for all the love and support you guys give me, as I trip my way through life. But it's okay to trip your way through life, because I think we're all doing our best and all fumbling along and trying hard and picking ourselves back up and making our way. And life's full of pitfalls, but we do our best to avoid them. And if we do fall in one, hopefully we don't stay in one too long. And we keep moving forward. Connor Cooper, thank so much for following the live creator. Suri from Thailand, thank you for joining. I bet you Thailand's real beautiful. I bet you Thailand is real beautiful. I've got a little assistant coming in. Come here. Come here, little one. Come here, little one. Who's this pretty girl? Who's this pretty girl? Are you doing okay? I don't know if I should be doing this. It's too easy. Uh-oh, lost connection. I don't know if anyone can even see. It's too easy to get viewership with cute babies. Anybody can do that. Why do I keep losing my connection? What are you doing, little one? What did you do? What did you do, little one? Where are you going? This is my baby girl. Her name's Eve, and she's beautiful. And she is almost 11 months old. And baby smells so nice. And she has the softest skin. And she loves Dada's phone. And she loves things. And she loves coffee. Do you see this coffee? Let's see if she grabs at it. Yes, she grabs at it. But, oh yeah, I'm not above giving my little, oh, wait, hey, hold on. I hate to have you do it again. I just keep saying I lost a connection. Did Eve have a mustache and cowboy hat? I don't know. I think she might have. I still haven't screenshot. Well, she's not going to have it. She's too full of something. But she's my sweet little girl, and she's beautiful. And, yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to go in and eat some breakfast and love on my babies and look forward to my day and drink some more coffee and maybe eat a little more breakfast and enjoy my day. Uh-oh, she's going to pull over a plant. Can't let her do that. Come here, sweetie. Come here, little one. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I so appreciate you guys for joining and you guys for following along in my story. And I hope you like my videos. I hope you follow my page. Hope you, enjoy my content and enjoy your day and had an awesome